January 17th, 1944, the Office of Strategic Services, an organization that we know today as the Central Intelligence Agency, issued a field manual for what is called, and I quote, citizen saboteurs. The manual's stated purpose was to, quote, characterize simple sabotage, to outline its possible effects and present suggestions for inciting and executing it. Among the tactics outlined in the manual were tips for disrupting an organization from the inside. Ordinary, concerned citizens within enemy organizations, including corporations, could execute these tactics undetected to sabotage the organization from within. The following weekly program will give you tips and tricks suggested for the sabotage so that we, as an organization, can learn what not to do. This is Simple Sabotage.
Welcome back to Simple Sabotage Week 4. Today we are going to discuss effective time management. Jimmy, are you there?
This is Jimmy reporting for duty.
How did sabotaging at your factory go last week?
I had another successful week, and once again, no one suspected anything. We had 4 new co-workers start. I didn't bother to provide any training for 2 of them. I let them wander around trying to figure things out on their own. They did wonderfully terrible. I provided training for the other 2 that was more confusing than helpful. They fared worse than the 2 with no training at all. I encouraged other workers never to share tips or training by convincing them others might eventually steal their jobs if they did.
Well done, Jimmy. Today's assignment is on time management and is covered on page 47 of our field manual. Managing your time well is essential to the success of any individual, as well as for an organization. Sabotage your time management and you will sabotage the enemy's cause. Task number 1, work slowly. Think out ways to increase the number of movements necessary on your job. Use a light hammer instead of a heavy-duty one. Try to make a small wrench do what a big one should do. Use little force where considerable force is needed, and so on. Task number 2, contrive as many interruptions to your work as you can. When changing the material on which you are working, as you would on a lathe or punch, take needless time to do it. If you are cutting, shaping, or doing other measured work, measure dimensions twice as often as you need to. When you go to the lavatory, spend a longer time there than necessary. Forget tools so that you will have to go back after them.
Got it, Agent Canterbury. I will immediately get to work on working slowly.
Thank you, Jimmy. Stay safe, stay undetected, and sabotage well. Rachel the Riveter, are you there?
Agent Canterbury, yes, I am here.
How was your assignment last week?
Excellent. My team is investing in one another through training and ready for the next assignment.
Great work, Rachel and team. This week, we'll be discussing the importance of time management for a healthy organization. Our instinct is often to start with the most important work first, or worse, to just start with whatever happens to be in front of us at the moment. But try this tactic. The night before you leave work, make a written list of all the things that you need to do the next day. Reserve a spot at the top of the list for 2 or 3 quick tasks that you can knock out the very first thing when you arrive to work. You will have the satisfaction of quickly being able to cross out multiple items on your to-do list. Then you can dive in on more important projects, especially if they are projects that will take a little extra time without all the weight of a full to-do list bearing down on the full day. It's a good habit to always look at your next day's calendar the night before. That way you wake up ready for your day. And if you have any appointments early in the morning, you have time to wake up a little early. Streamline your work. Don't waste time and energy on projects that don't have to be perfect or that are relatively unimportant. Work smarter and harder. Focus on efficiency, not so you can kick your feet up, but so that your hard work is more productive. Block out time for uninterrupted work. More involved projects may require you to block your time on your calendar so that you are not repeatedly interrupted. Each time you stop and start, you may lose that momentum.
Great information, Agent Canterbury. These are great tips for helping us manage our time.
Now it's your turn. Take some of these time management tips and put them into practice. Make sure you are not sabotaging your organization from within by poorly managing your time. Until next week, this is Agent Canterbury signing out.